Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I am your host, Marie Antoinette Wade. And today we are live on KCAA Radio Network here on Greater Los Angeles, covering 5 million households with over 83,000 active listeners. And we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. And you can find us on all of your favorite streaming channels. We are also available on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. Just make sure to subscribe on Building Solid Foundations. And we are here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on 10:50 a.m. and 106.5 FM. Today, I have an amazing guest for you. Her name is Teresa Lawrence. She is the creative visionary, coach, author, and entrepreneur. And I am so excited to bring her in because she is going to be one of our panelists for the Fire Up Live event on November 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So I'm really excited for her to be here. So Teresa, welcome to the show.
Oh, Marie, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. And I'm so excited about the Fire Up Live event. I can't wait to get in front of your audience and just share my vision of the leadership of play.
Yes, I'm really, really excited. And you actually invited me to one of your events, and how amazing you are as a creative visionary. I am so excited for the people that are going to attend the Fire Up Live event. But before we talk about the Fire Up Live event, I want you to take us back to how it all started for you. So can you share that to us, please?
I graduated from Columbia Law School in 1991. And I started work as an attorney, and I enjoyed the work, but I have a very creative mind and I always want to create. So shortly after graduating from law school, I launched a national magazine called Curio Magazine. I had no idea what I was doing, and it just seemed to work. And I got so much press, not because the magazine was good or anything like that. I got press because it was fun to watch young people with a vision create. And we did 5 issues. We got so much press, and it didn't work out, but it was a fabulous learning experience. And it started a series of serial entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
I kept working as an attorney. My family moved from New York to Bend, Oregon, and then I worked there as an attorney, and then my husband and I started a consulting company, Lawrence Consulting Inc., and we helped businesses. It was a turnaround business, and we helped businesses grow and create a vision for them, and it just kept going and going until COVID hit, and then everything closed down.
Okay.
And at that point, we looked at each other and we said, okay, we may not be here tomorrow. What are we going to do with our lives? And we are big fans of Mountain Men, that show. And we decided to move to Wyoming and live like mountain men. I do live in Daniel, Wyoming, population 109.
Wow.
During the winter, I can go through an entire month without seeing another person. There is so much snow on the ground. We have a cabin, and right now I'm in a covered wagon. This is my office. My office is in a covered wagon, and I come in here and I coach and I create and I motivate and I write books, and that is where I am right now.
Wow, what a change. I mean, that is an incredible change. I mean, talking about moving to almost an isolated area and then be able to still talk to so many people and inspire and motivate people. That is an incredible program that you have, Teresa.
it is what I have to tell you, I'm in love with technology because it's keeping me sane in the middle of nowhere. I'm a very social person, and
Mhm.
it's wonderful. I mean, if the only way we communicate with people is over the internet regularly, and I have Elon Musk Starlink outside,
Mhm.
and it is fantastic. I recommend it to everybody. Um, and yes, we should get paid for that little advertisement, just as an aside. But anyway, um, it is joyous to move somewhere new and to create community and to learn how everything works. I really, when we moved here, I felt we had moved to Mars. There are only, I think there are only 500,000 people in Wyoming. If ever there
Okay.
was a place with a can-do attitude, if something is wrong, you have to fix it. Nobody is coming to fix it. It's you. And so all of those skills that you learn about in leadership courses, it's happening. It's happening here every single day. There's a problem, we fix it. It's as simple as that. So
Okay.
quite the
Wow.
little adventure, quite the little
So
adventure.
let me ask you about, because I know you're an attorney. What exactly do you do when it comes to being an attorney? What kind of
No,
help do you provide?
I'm so sorry. I am a retired attorney
Okay.
and turned coach. I went from being an attorney to being a consultant to now being a coach.
Okay.
So people come to me, and as an attorney, you tell people what to do because they're paying you so much money. They don't want you to waste their time getting to have them figure out what to do. So as I've had to learn to know what the answer is and not tell people what to do, because coaches help people get to their own realization of what they want. And it's been a beautiful journey of learning how to do that, to have somebody work with me, to have a vision and to set them on a path to success. But when people come to me, we set up a plan. They say, this is what I want to do. And I say, well, what is stopping you from doing it? And usually I get a million reasons why they can't do something. And then I say, okay, let's figure out how you can. Let's go with baby steps. And we set up, a month by month plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first we set up a 5-year plan, which drives people insane. And
Okay.
then we narrow it down so that then it's just a week plan. And if they can't handle that, then we're going to a day plan and we cheer them on the whole way.
Wow, that's amazing. So how long have you been coaching
Oh,
people when it comes
oh,
to this?
I've been coaching people for a long time. I would say
Okay.
more than 10 years. Even when I was lawyering, it's pretty much the same thing.
Wow, that's incredible. And then now you are also focusing on helping young kids. Am I right?
That is one of my passions.
Okay.
And I I have written a children's book. It's called Gloriousness. And before we get to that, I want to give you my backstory. So
Okay.
my family is Cuban. I am I am the youngest of 4 children. We left Cuba in the 70s without a dime. We ended up when we got to the US, nobody could take a family of 6. I mean, that was crazy. So we all ended up scattered, and I was extremely scared. And really, I got withdrawn. And I remember my grandmother's words. My grandmother said, no matter what happens to you, in fact, she gave me a doll. She handed me a doll and she said, no matter what happens, you tell this doll what is happening, and you tell her your stories, and you make sure your story is a great story. It's always going to end well. And I remembered that. And I started telling stories. And I realized that whatever I created as a story started happening. And that's the story I want to convey to immigrants, because my story as an immigrant is an unbelievably joyous, like it's like a fantasy land. I moved to the United States. Somehow I ended up in Scarsdale, New York, which is a wealthy suburb. From there, I went to Amherst College, Columbia Law School. I got married. I have it's just a very nice story. There's nothing dramatic about it, except what I made up in my mind as a child. And there are children that are going through the same thing I did all over the world. I mean, and going through pain, and they have to learn that they have a choice on how they create their own stories. They are not defined by what is happening to them. And that's the entire point of my book, Gloriousness. It is a book that teaches children how to express their emotions and embrace the power of choice. I'm very passionate about that. I've got a whole project about that, the Trueness Project, which I hope to turn into a nonprofit so that I can give out the books all over the world.
That is so beautiful, Teresa. I mean, I didn't really know this about you, and I'm so glad that we're able to share this to everyone that's listening in this radio show. What a fabulous life and mission that you are putting together for everybody. And you have such a great personality that I think your heart is in the right place for what you're doing. I mean, imagine you are a retired lawyer with all of these years of experience of helping people, and now you're helping people on the leadership and also creating a good mindset for the young kids.
No, absolutely. It's mindset over skill set 100%
Yeah.
of the time.
Well, I wanted to take a commercial break here, and we will be right back. I want to learn more about some of your stories, you know, the real stories that you have done for other people in regards to how you help them become a better version of themselves as a leader. And I'm really excited to learn more about that. So, to all of you out there, don't go away. We have Teresa Lawrence here, who is our guest, talking about amazing things in being creative and having great visions for your business and for your life here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. We are here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. So don't go away. We will be right back.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are